Hello everyone, what is up? My name's Adam. Welcome to the series which I go around and I review all the Black Ops 3 multiplayer maps to see which one I prefer and all that stuff. And this week, to kick off the series, we're going to go with Skyjacked. Enjoy. So Skyjacked is one of the 4 multiplayer maps on the Awakening DLC for Black Ops 3. And for those who don't know, it is a remake of the very popular Black Ops 2 map, Hijacked. For someone who played a huge amount of Black Ops 2, it's safe to say I played on this map multiple times, and it was very enjoyable. Probably my top 5 favourite Black Ops 2 maps. So Treyarch doing what Treyarch do best. They made a remake of a good map. The way the scoring is going to work is there's going to be 4 different categories: layout, visual, how it plays / gameplay aspects, so basically how good it is when you're playing it, and just my personal opinion on the map as a whole compared to like my thoughts on what makes a good map and all that stuff. And each category will be out of 10, meaning each map will have a score out of 40. And eventually when I've done all the maps and stuff, there'll be like a leaderboard and stuff, and the best map obviously wins in my opinion. But remember, it is my opinion on all these maps. If you like a map more than I like a map or disagree, then share it in the comments and stuff. It's really interesting to know what your opinions are on each map. Without further ado, let's go into the layout of the map. So the map obviously follows the basic layout of Hijacked, only this time we're in the sky and not in a boat in the middle of the ocean, which is strange. I guess that's what 2065 does to you. And this map utilises Treyarch's famous 3-lane map design quite well, except for in the middle where there's an open space, which is where you get absolutely anal raped if you make one step towards that zone. And the thing is, there's virtually no way of avoiding the centre of the map. If you like to run around outer lanes when playing, well, good luck with that here, because unless you like going to the lower deck of the ship, you're toast. And talking about the lower deck, that place has changed quite a bit since Black Ops 2, and I'm not sure if it is an improvement or not. And that change I'm on about is the massive fucking hole on the side of the ship, plane, whatever this flying thing is. I mean, it definitely adds a wee bit more risk to going below deck, but at the same time, it loses the hiddenness of that part of the map, like it did on Black Ops 2. Is hiddenness even a word? Did I just make it up? Well, 'tis a word now. For me, the layout isn't anything special. It is your basic Treyarch 3-lane map design, with 1 or 2 new things added in, and the fact it's a bit narrower than what you'd normally expect Treyarch to do for a map. But it definitely is enjoyable enough, even if it is basically just a carbon copy of Hijacked, but with a new skin attached to it. I think for layout it's going to be a solid 7 out of 10. Like I said, nothing special, but it's definitely an enjoyable map, and the layout does allow for some pretty fun bits of gameplay, as we'll get onto shortly. If there is any map which fits Black Ops 3 well, then Skyjacked is that map. It has that modern, sleek look, and it feels like one of the more futuristic-y maps that the game has had so far. The white look, combined with the grey, blue and orange colours, which you can see around the map, definitely gives that feeling of being in a technological police skyship, which is what the map is, so I guess Treyarch have done a really good job on that point. One thing I love about this map so much is the sky. For me, it adds that layer which many futuristic-y maps have lacked in the past. I guess it breaks away from the whiteness of the map, because the sky obviously is a bit more greys and oranges and blues, without really having any white clouds, and also the white which it has got on the map sort of has that orangey tint due to the sky. And it's also a good relief to see Treyarch not using another blue sky, which has been on every single fucking map they've done so far. It's almost as if they didn't have any other skies coded into the game from beforehand, and it definitely feels like it fits the map more than having a clear sky when there's rain and snow on a map. I guess Treyarch have definitely upped the game in terms of sky for this map, and I can't wait to see if there's any more maps like that in the future with such a beautiful sky. To be honest, it's one of my favourite skies I've seen in the game so far. That's a weird thing to say as well. The map certainly doesn't have too much going on in terms of colours, but it's that simple colour scheme that works so well on the type of map Treyarch were trying to lay out. I can't remember seeing a very white, grey, futuristic-y map that I thought looks great in a long time. But this map sure does fit that bill. I mean, it could still use a little bit of jazzing up here and there, but even so, I think an 8 is in order for this segment. It is a beautiful, aesthetically pleasing map, don't get me wrong. Like many Treyarch maps in years gone by, the tempo is quite fast paced, especially in the middle section, and due to the previously mentioned narrowness of this map, everyone seems to get sucked into the middle section, making it a crazy zone and a great place for you to get many kills and also get killed quite a bit. The spawn points on both sides can sometimes be very hectic, especially the defending team's spawn on demolition, but you can usually get out spawns quite well without having to drop dead every 10 seconds, which is probably due to the sheer number of different ways to get to each spawn, which definitely makes the map quite unpredictable in terms of guessing where the enemy is going to come from and whether you're going to get spawn raped because there's an enemy blocking each bit of spawn. I hate when that happens. The map definitely plays well for the most part, but I have found often that there'll be one team who will usually dominate on this map, and it can be very frustrating if you're on the team which aren't dominating. I feel like the map could be a little bit more fluid as well, could be a bit more, you know, not getting spawn trapped and all that cool stuff. But I think a score of 7 here will do just fine. It's definitely a playable map, definitely something which is enjoyable. Just feel like it could be a bit improved, if you know what I mean. So my opinion on the map then. Is it a sort of map I usually like playing? Not really. I would not normally enjoy playing on futuristic maps this futuristically, like so metal and clean. But there's something about the map which I sort of enjoy more than other sort of maps in this style. It's definitely not my favourite map on Black Ops 3 so far, but it's definitely one of my more enjoyable middle sort of maps where they're good maps but not great, not special really. It's definitely one of the more enjoyable ones on there. I think I'll probably get fed up with it after a while though, because I've played so much in this map, it always seems to come up and stuff. People are voting for next maps and all that, which is getting kind of frustrating, but you know what you're going to do about it. I think I'm going to give the map a 7 in terms of my own personal score. It's definitely better than I was expecting it to be and stuff, but again, it could be improved here and there. There are some things which definitely frustrate me on the map, but yeah, I think a solid 7 here in this ranking as well does this map justice. So the total for this map, of course we gave it a 7 for layout, 8 for visual, 7 for gameplay, and in my opinion was a 7, meaning that if my calculations are correct, it is 29 out of 40. That is the marks which this map got, which I think is justified. I think the map is good, I think it's great, but it's definitely not one of the better maps which this game has had so far. Now it could end up being more on the top of range and stuff in my opinion, depending on what we get DLC, but it's, in terms of what we got so far, it's one of them sort of average maps, but the higher end of average. It's not too special, but again, it's not something too bad. There's definitely worse and better maps on this game than this map, but hopefully, you know, you understand my opinion, you understand where I've come from, try to explain it and all that. And if you've got a different opinion, I'd love to know what it is in the comment section below. But that will wrap up this video. Hope you've enjoyed watching it. I've enjoyed making it. Stick around, subscribe for more map reviews, more Call of Duty content, more gaming content in general. You know, and until next time guys, bye.